Have you ever been asked what you wanted to do when you grew up and just been completely lost? Like you should have an answer, but you just don't have an answer? That's completely normal to have this experience. In fact, I remember very vividly when I couldn't answer this myself. My family members, my coach, my teachers would ask me this question and I just wouldn't have an answer. I didn't know what college I wanted to go to or what degree I wanted to go for. I just kind of knew what I liked and what I didn't like. So, if you've ever been in that kind of situation, ever wondered what you're meant to do in life, then this video is for you. And it's very important that you watch all the way to the end, because in this video I'll be explaining a 3-step framework that you can use to find your life's purpose and to also tie it into business or any other aspect where you kind of feel lost. So if you're ready to find your North Star, then let's jump right into this video. First, we need to answer the question, why does finding your purpose feel so hard? All your life you're told to follow your passion, and that if you follow your passion you'll enjoy work, and if you enjoy work you'll be happy. What if you don't know what that passion is? That's completely normal. Not everybody knows what their passion is. Although most people have a general idea what it could be, which is completely fine. Another thing is external pressure. Society, school, parents also push us toward traditional paths. The school system, and I'm sure everybody, especially if you're watching this, you're aware, even like college is very much stuck in the past. They're fixed on beliefs that no longer work in today's work environment, and that doesn't necessarily set you up for success. Now, some schools are better at adapting to this than others. It also depends on the degree you're going for. Another key contributor to making finding our purpose very difficult is internal confusion. If you like a lot of things or feel like you're not good at anything, this can lead to confusion and self-doubt in things that you would normally call your passion. And to fix this, you just have to shift your focus on it. You are what you feed yourself. Meaning, if you keep feeding your subconscious negative thoughts, then you're going to feel negatively about that. But if you keep feeding your subconscious positive thoughts, you're going to think positive about that. You're going to associate a better emotion with that activity or with that passion. Now, before we go into finding our North Star, I want you guys to understand your passion is not something that you find, it's something that you develop. And it takes time to develop this. For some people, it takes months. For some people, it takes years to develop their passion. So just trust the process and be confident in what you're doing. The 3-step process. This process is very simple. There's only 3 steps to it, and it's very straightforward. I'll walk you through it. First, we're going to find the things that you enjoy, the things that you like, and we're going to write them down in a circle. What topics, activities, or skills naturally interest you? For me, personally, I'm really good at thinking logically about things. So a lot of things engineering are very interesting to me. What do you spend your time researching in your free time? Like if you actually take a second and notice what kind of informational videos that you're watching, like maybe it's this video, for example, take note of what you're actually researching, because this video, and if you're sticking with my channel, so far I've done a lot of content creation videos. So maybe your passion lies somewhere with content creation. Now, finally, even if you're not great at it, what excites you? Because this obviously is things that you like. This would follow into the topics and activities, even if you're not really good at it. I like machining a lot. I wouldn't say I'm nearly close to like the top level professional machinists, CNC machinists out there, but I really enjoy making parts, designing parts, and seeing the process from start to finish. So that would also go in this circle. So take some time right now. I want you to go grab a piece of paper, pause the video, and draw a circle labeled the things that you like, and write down a few things, if not everything that comes to your mind about the things that you like, the topics, activities, your natural skill set. Write all of that down. You got it all written down? Great. We're going to move on to the next circle now. Things that you're good at. So now we're going to shift from what you like to what you're good at. Now, most of your skill set will actually fall into this category as well, your natural skill set. What do people compliment you on? This is pretty straightforward. It can be something as simple as your fashion sense is really good, or you know how to talk to people really well. You know how to influence people really well. You're a good leader. You're a good communicator, things like that. The simple stuff and the more advanced, intricate things like niche, niche. Oh, you make great YouTube videos if you're a YouTuber, or you make good car edits if you're into that. All of those work, and all of those will fall under this category, and we'll write them down as well. By the way, this is a separate circle. I think I forgot to mention that. Next, what comes easily to you compared to others? Like maybe you're really good at talking on camera where some other people aren't. Or maybe you can just walk into a room full of people and come out with 15 friends. All of that would also go here. Things that you're good at. And obviously, if you're good at something, usually you'll be able to kind of pinpoint it pretty easily. What skills have you practiced or developed over time? Because if you're practicing or developing skills, chances are you're going to be better than, say, at least 75% of everybody that ever tried this. Like if you play guitar for like 10 minutes a day for 5 months, you're going to be better than someone who hasn't ever touched a guitar in their life. That would be a skill. Another thing is, I don't want you to even feel limited to what you're already good at. I want you to, if you want to learn how to speak on camera, I want you to write that down here, because skills can be built. You don't have to be good at something today for it to be part of your purpose. I was not very good at speaking on camera. In fact, I don't think I'm all that great on speaking on camera anyways, even now. And this is my 5th video, my 6th video that I've published so far. Not great at it whatsoever, but I keep practicing. I keep getting on camera, getting out of my comfort zone, and working on my vocal range, my tempo and my speech, my pronunciation, all of that stuff. So needless to say, skills can be built. So even if you feel like it's not something you're great at right now, but you want to put it in this list, put it in this list. Now, as I said before, this will be a second circle. This is a Venn diagram if you haven't caught on yet. So the circles should overlap. There'll be 3 in total. So I want you to pause this video, write down a list of the things that you are good at and what you want to be good at. Once you've done that, come back and we'll fill out this 3rd circle, and I'll teach you how to find your North Star. You got that list filed out now? Great. Let's move on to the last circle. Now, this last point are things that other people need or want. Purpose isn't just about you. It's about how you can serve your community, how you can serve others, how you can bring other people, the people around you up, things like that. Your purpose is not solely on you. Things that should go in this circle are problems you can help solve, like big problems. Like, are you really good at being efficient with machinery, or figuring out how to turn processes into even more efficient processes? If you're really good at that, that goes into this circle here. What knowledge or skills do people ask you for? This is a really good one to find out what people want. You can also use resources like ChatGPT to figure out what people want, because this circle is not necessarily about your skill set. It's more about what others want. You can kind of narrow down a niche if you want to, but you should probably write down everything here, because that will give you a lot more potential niches to select in the next step. So pause the video. I highly encourage you to actually write down some things on your own. Once you do that, come back and I will teach you how to find your North Star in this very next step. You got that list figured out now? Great. So now you should have 3 circles all overlapping, and there should be a blank spot in the center here. That center spot is the sweet spot, is what we're going to call it. This is where your purpose is going to lie. It's something you enjoy, something you're good at, or can become good at, and can also provide value to others. That is where you'll find your purpose. Now, you want to write down as many of these that overlap as possible, because that will give you a lot of open doors, and you can actually experiment with the things. Say this content creation, like for me personally, after I figured out all my circles, say content creation was my passion, right? I go test it out, which is what I'd be doing now, and 4 months down the line, it's getting nowhere, and I just don't have the drive for it anymore. That would be very detrimental to my time and the past 5 months that I spent doing videos if I didn't have a backup. So it's very important to have more than one option here. You should write down as many of them as you can. I want you to pause the video. I want you to write everything down in that center circle, and then I want you to come back and I'm going to teach you how to refine it and how to actually apply it to your life. You got all that figured out? Sweet. Let's move on. Now I'm going to teach you how to actually apply this to your life. So a little bit of a recap. Brainstorm and write down things in each category. Each 3 categories that I explained before. Things that you like, things that you're good at, and the things that people want. Do that, and then we're going to look for common themes and potential intersections and write them in the center of this Venn diagram. What this will allow us to do is find specifics where we can start experimenting, because you won't know your purpose until you take action. And it's very important to remember that this is a guide to get you really really close. This guide is supposed to help you find the direction that you want to take your life, not get it right on the first try. If it does get it right on the first try, then great. You filled it out really well and you've got really good decision-making skills. But it doesn't always work first try. So it's a process. Trust the process. If something doesn't work out, find another one of the specific themes that you wrote down in the center and take action on that. Experiment with it. Now let's recap. Your purpose is the sweet spot between what you love, what you're good at, and what things people want, and what you can do to help others as well. After you find your sweet spot, the list in the sweet spot, you'll then test each potential niche. I keep calling it a niche, but it's actually like an option for your life's purpose. Remember, it's built, not found. And that basically sums up this video. Drop a comment. What's one thing you love doing but haven't pursued yet? I'm curious to know because I want to get to know my audience. I'm a small YouTuber. I'd like to get to know my audience and build a personal connection with everybody. So to finish things off, your purpose isn't lost. It's just waiting for you to take action. If you found this video helpful and want to stick with me on my YouTube career, my YouTube journey, and see how I develop through college and build myself as a person, then subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.